Hi guys, how are you? How are you doing? This is Gakwe Waireri and this is Real Estate Demystified. I hope you're keeping well and you're doing fantastic. And today I've been posting clips about real estate, various topics. We've discussed about various things, and over time, lately, actually, I've been doing clips on definitions, like trying to define some words that you hear. And last time I did 5, so today I'm also going to do 5. By the way, it's not that you guys don't know these things, but it's just for the few, for the few, because in real estate sometimes when you're explaining something, people ask, they kind of come out and ask you, so what did you refer to when you say this? So I thought I should just make a video, a small one. This is not so long, not as long as the others. I am still doing my recording at Oyster Pearl in General Mathenge. I have a feeling I'm going to change that view because that is too bright. I'm thinking this is better. It's not as bright. It's still bright, but not as bright because the other one, I think there was a bit of reflection from the very large corridors and balconies that we have here at Oyster Pearl General Mathenge. So anyway, as I was saying, I've done a video, just one video recently about definitions of some real estate terms, and today I'm going to do 5 more. So the first one I'm going to try and explain is when you hear people say that this is a mixed use development. Now, people build for different reasons. They build either for people to occupy or for people to work from. But now things have changed where people can occupy and work from one building. So it's no longer just a residential block. Residential meaning we have residents and we have people who take up residence and people who live in those units. So if you hear this block is mixed use, it means that they have space that is both residential and or commercial. Meaning that if you buy from that, expect that some of the units or some of the floors in that block will actually be used for commercial purposes. From that kind of a project, often when you lease space from that kind of a project, expect that there will be people who have leased the same units in the same building for business purposes. Yeah. Now, another word that I would like maybe to just explain is studios. We are selling studios. And you're wondering what studios are. Are they recording studios like for Classic FM? No. Studios, if I am to like dumb it down, is a bed sitter. But there's a difference. A bed sitter, just from what I'm saying, is a space where you can live in. And the one thing you can do for sure is sit your bed. A bed sitter is a place that just has a bed. It's probably it probably just has a small room. Maybe it has one big room where you can put your bed and everything else, and then a place for your bathroom. That's a bed sitter. A studio is an advancement of that. It is still as one room. It is still one room, but you will find that they have done the finishes better. Meaning, as much as it is one room, the spaces have been defined. In that single room, the spaces have been defined. So there's a space that has been defined for the bed and the sleeping area. So that means it has the bed and maybe it has cabinets and a place for hanging clothes. And then there's a space that is defined as a sitting area. So you can put in maybe your small L-shaped seat, or you can put in a 2-seater, and you can put in your TV. You can put in for a small sitting area. And then there's a kitchen. There's a defined kitchen. There's a place where you can there's a rack for your utensils. There's a tabletop for you to work on. There's a place where you can put your cooker. There's even a space for your fridge. And then they have a bathroom, a real complete bathroom with a shower area, a toilet area, sink area, all that. So that's a studio. It's more defined. Even if it's one room, the spaces within the room are defined. A bed sitter is just a square room or an L-shaped room. It can be any. It's just a room, but the spaces are left to you to define. Maybe they've not even put cabinets. Maybe they've not. They've just put maybe a sink on the corner. Then the other word that we can describe is the penthouse. A penthouse. What's a penthouse? You hear people who live in penthouses, they're very, they feel good when they're living in penthouses. Why? Because the penthouse is usually the topmost apartment in an apartment building. The very topmost. First of all, in most cases, not every block has a penthouse, because some blocks actually, some people just build the same units from, they look the same from the first floor to the 13th or 18th, whichever floor, they are the same. They are typically similar, nothing is different. But there's some people who take the top floor and make it completely different. They give these people vast spaces. If every floor has 2 units, there's a probability that the penthouse has taken up the space of both 2 units, and it's 1 unit, so it has a vast space. It is huge. It has magnificent views. If you're in a penthouse and you do not have views, they stole from you. A penthouse has magnificent views. Its design, it's different. When you walk in, you feel the grandeur. You feel this is grand. That's a penthouse. It's the topmost. That is what it should be. However, there are units that we call penthouses, not because of the size, not because they are on the top, but because they are almost at the top. They're also called penthouses. But a penthouse generally is the topmost unit in that block of apartments. It's grand, it's bigger than all the other units, and it has views to kill for, and it goes for almost double the price of the other units in that same block. That's a penthouse. The other thing I wanted to describe was duplexes. Duplexes are units. They are apartments that have 2 floors. Apartments where you walk in, there's a lower floor and an upper floor. Those are duplexes. Maisonettes are not duplexes. Maisonettes are maisonettes. They are on their own ground. They have their own gate. As much as they have a lower floor and a higher floor, they're not duplex. They are maisonettes. Duplex are apartments. They are in other apartment blocks with 2 floors. Those are duplexes. Last video when I was defining provisions, and I said in the General Matenge here at Oyster Pearl, you have provisions for a lift for anybody in a duplex. I showed you a staircase on that video where, you come from the lower floor to the upper floor. That's a duplex because it's still in the middle of a block of apartments. So that's a duplex, okay? So we've described mixed use, penthouses, studios, and duplexes, and the last word today is a condo. You've heard it? A condo, condominium. Let me surprise you. Condo, apartment, same thing. Condo and apartments, I actually refer to the same thing. There's no design change or quality change for a condo, and it's not like a penthouse and an apartment. A penthouse, I'll say, is big and fast and good views. An apartment is the normal houses, the normal units, the normal flats. Those are apartments. A condo and an apartment, completely same. This is the difference. The difference comes from ownership. That's the only difference. Now, even after I realized this, I actually realized that we live in condos. Many people here own condos. They don't own apartments. Why? Because the difference between a condo and an apartment comes from the ownership. Apartments are mostly considered apartments because they are up for lease. People are leasing them. But if a condo is in a block of units and it is individually owned, now here at Oyster Pearl, we have 52 units. And we are selling each unit to an individual. Yes, there are some individuals who have bought more than one, but we are selling each unit to an individual. That fact that this block of apartment, that unit is owned by an individual, that makes it a condo. If the developer here decides to keep 2 units and lease them out, those are apartments. So the difference between an apartment and a condo comes from ownership. So when you say you own a condo, a condominium, when you hear somebody, don't think they are exaggerating. They actually do. They own a condo, because a condo, is a unit that is privately owned, but it could be in the middle of other apartments. So this tells us that when you're talking to people, when you're talking to people and they tell you, no, we live in condos. We have a condo downtown. We have a condo uptown. We have a condo in Kileleshwa. And don't think that these people are being bougie. They're not being bougie. They actually have the right definition of what they own. They own a condo, privately owned unit in the midst of other units. That is all a condo means, yeah? So we will keep defining this. And as the name of the show says, we are demystifying things so that when we hear them from people, in our head, we do not have this feeling that this is so unachievable. No, we want to actually bring these things down. So that when somebody tells us they're in a penthouse, you just know, they're on the top floor. When they say, I live in a condo, you just know, they're surrounded by other apartments. It's just that the condo is theirs. Just these things. So that when we demystify and normalize hearing them, we stop associating them with so much grandeur and think that it is unachievable. Mostly, everything in real estate is achievable. It just requires planning. So we will continue doing this. We will continue, defining these words and coming up with explanations of what they mean. And I'll be posting as often as possible. I usually post every Friday during the day. When I say during the day, it's because sometimes I intend to upload in the morning, then things happen and I upload in the afternoon. But a Friday will never go without you seeing one of my clips, okay? So let's keep defining these words. I'll keep telling you what I know and we will get learning. So be aware, learn, follow, subscribe, share. This is Gakoi Waireri, Real Estate Demystified. God bless you and bye-bye. Inuka angaza
unafanya video.
Hi all. Hi everybody. This is my daughter.
Hi. Mbona by the way nakaa hivi nikaa nimejipaka mama nini? My pawns na manini zina my
This
prosthesis.
is my daughter. Sasa mimi naona nakaka nimejipaka makeup.
Sijui. Inuka angaza.
Hey, mafika utukufu wa Bwana. Mafika.
So
Unajua ni mboga ni unajua ni
let's have conversations in the dark.
Yes, true.
Unajua John Legend?
Ninamjua.
I'm sorry.
Ni wimbo gani? Kama niko na njaa.
So
Silent night, holy night, all is calm and all is bright.
sleep in heavenly silent night. Oh, nimecrack. Tani niende unajua. We're driving in your fast car, it's black that and we're spinning.
What?
Well, listen in your fast car, it's black that and we're spinning. Don't wanna tell you what I'm feeling. Don't want this night to hit it, feel. I'm wearing dirty white shirty, a t-shirt, and jacket. I'm nothing but I'm lying, I'm smiling, I'm the saddest. I'm here but I'm in pieces, and I don't know how to fix this, and I don't know how to fix this. No, if you're just somebody that you're gonna leave, and you don't feel something when you look at me, you're holding my heart, what you say? Just let me down slowly, I'll be okay. If it just so happens that I got a break, I can clear my seas on in 90 days. You're holding my heart, what you say? Just let me down slowly. Thank you.
You're welcome. Gatho ici ndacitũma mwathi wakwa nĩ ũndũ wa ciama nene ũningĩire ũrotũro kumagio hĩndĩ ciothe nĩ ũndũ wa ũkaru waku Emmanuel amũkĩra icio ngatho ciakwa kuma ũnyinyi-inĩ wakwa nĩnguonete ũrotũro kumagio hĩndĩ ciothe nĩũndũ wa ũkaru waku lakini nimeconfuse Emmanuel amũkĩra Jesu ngatho ciakwa kuma ũnyinyi-inĩ wakwa nĩnguonete wĩ mwega Jesu ambarario rĩ ũmũthĩ na rũciũ nginya tene. Amen.
Ngai wothi
Kuna Israeli
Nilewi Samantha na Hana na
nĩũndũ
Hana
Ngai wothi
Hana nyunimbanga kila masaa
kwa Hana. Hiyo niliimba siku ingine hapa.
Oka numerera oka megagotobotegia andũ oka nyita mũrau waku na ndũgacoke thutha Mwathani Samuel
rĩrĩa ategi mamũrũmĩrĩre magĩtiga mĩtego yao na thutha na rĩu nĩaratwĩta niĩ nawe na ũrĩa ũngĩ oka
nũmĩrĩra oka nĩngagũtũmũtegia andũ oka nyita mũrau waku na ndũgacoke thutha
mĩmbũri nyingĩ tarĩ rũri. Okay. Unataka tuendelee? Sio umeianzisha. Bye.
Talk, let's have conversations in the dark. Na 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 you. I got my eyes on you. Speak, let us go peek. Na 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 you. I got my eyes on you. When they say that you're not perfect, na 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 you are. But in my eyes you are perfect as you are. Perfect. I will never try to change you. I will always want the same you. That I won't break your heart. I will never try to change you. Even when they say you don't know, I won't change you. Guys.
Let's make it.